Victoria Wilkinson, who has just smashed the Three Peaks race. So Vic, tell us what happened today.
Well, it's been in the pipeline for some months now, so I've been planning and preparing and training. So yeah, it was a case of kind of keep my head. It's quite a big mental thing really, this race, because there's a lot of milestones to get to, and I knew what splits I had to run, but on one hand I was a little bit above them splits, so I was a little bit worried that I set off too quick, but I just tried to keep my head really and keep going to the bitter end and try and enjoy it. And yeah, there was loads of support out there, which was really good. I had loads of friends, family, boyfriend out there helping me. So yeah, it was great. It was a good day out.
And so you got the record today. What is the record now?
Yeah, so the record now, I did 3:09 and the record was 3:14:44. So 4 minutes off the present record.
And that was Anna?
That was Anna Petrova, yeah. She did it in 2009 at the World's Long Distance Mountain Running Championships, the year that they hosted it here.
And so at what point today did you think, yep, I can do this?
Difficult really. I guess before I knew that it was like possible, but on the other hand, in a race like this so much can go wrong. And you have to be prepared to get through the bad bits, because you always have bad bits. I had bad bits, but it's a case of how you get through it really. So I knew where I had to get everywhere in a certain time. I guess definitely I felt okay going up Whernside, I still felt okay going up Ingleborough, and I knew that when I got to Hill Inn I had under an hour to get to the finish, which I did have that in hand, and then from the top it was under 30 minutes. And then I had a certain post coming down Ingleborough, because I've done quite a bit of recceing. So yeah, my eyes and head was fixed on this post, thinking right, 15 minutes to go, and that was in training. So you kind of hope that in your racing, when the adrenaline's flowing, you can perhaps get under a bit more. But I was getting knackered. I could hear myself breathing, which I know then that I'm trying my heart out. So it didn't sound too good, but yeah, it was great. It was good. I'm really chuffed. It was just good to bring the record back to Yorkshire. So yeah, it's a great day out. It's really good.
Awesome. And so when you're pushing really hard and you have those bad patches, whereabouts did you have them, and how do you get through that?
To be honest, the first climb going up Pennygen, it's probably not a bad patch, but it's a difficult bit, because you know you've got so much of the race ahead of you, and you're kind of a little bit worried. You've got to run reserved, you've got to pace it, so that mentally that's the hard bit. And then when I was in front of my splits, I was a bit kind of thinking, oh, I've perhaps gone off a bit too quick, anything could happen, I could proper cramp up. So yeah, I guess actually after I didn't have a mega bad bit, but you still you get to feel a bit tired and you think, okay, just back off. I ran with my heart rate monitor on as well, so I had a bit of a kind of knowing what I had to run there. So yeah, you just got to get through it. Everyone goes through it at some point, so it's just a case of pulling through it.
And for anyone who is not of an elite level, kind of a normal, if you will, runner, have you got any training tips for them as to how they might tackle the Three Peaks race? Have you got, like, say, a top 3 things that you should do in your training?
It's a unique race, to be honest. It's not like a road marathon, it's not like a fell race, and it's not like a short trail race. It's all of them put in together. So road miles are important, long runs are important, and tempo runs, even if it's like 30 minutes tempo run. As I say, I trained on the course quite a lot, because even though I live round here, there isn't a lot of terrain that's similar to this, so it was really good just being able to call over here and train on the route. So that helped a lot, and I mean, it's a good day out anyway. You can come to settle and go in the cafe and have fun. So yeah, if you get a few like club lads together and lasses, and they can like make a bit of a weekend of it, go in a bunk barn or something. But yeah, knowing the course is important. So yeah, but you do have to put the miles in. You're not going to get away with it and just kind of doing less than what the actual route is. So yeah, you do have to put the miles in.
How many miles do you usually run per week?
I've been up to, I mean, it's not mega high, but 70. I've done a few 70-mile weeks in blocks, and then a few races, but I haven't raced this distance, so that was a little bit of a concern. So I kind of raced up to half the distance, perhaps a bit more, but yeah, not the full distance. So and race miles are important, and again, you can do 5Ks, park runs or whatever, but then you also need to do the longer, the fell races as well. So it's, as I say, it's a race of all categories really. It doesn't fit into it's got its own category.
And when you're talking about doing kind of speedier sessions, have you got a favourite speed session that you'll do?
No, I haven't actually. I've got roads that I use, but I do all sorts of different sessions on them same lanes and roads. So I work in Clitheroe, and I do quite a lot from there. But then I'm up Wharfdale, and I do quite a few road sessions up there. So yeah, I don't have certain ones that I do. I probably tend to veer on the side of doing tempo stuff rather than minute intervals. It normally is the tempo running that I do.
So if someone had, say, a lunch break where they could get out and train for the Three Peaks race, what should they do? What would be the best use of their time?
Probably once they've built up, you won't be able to do it from like day one, but probably like a 15-minute tempo. So warm up, do a 15-minute tempo in the middle, warm down.
And when you say tempo, what does that actually mean?
Good question.
How fast does that actually be?
Not talking pace, but not. You've got to pace it so you know you can last that 15 minutes. So, I mean, different people's heart rates are different, so it's a hard one to judge really, but it's kind of threshold pace. But feeling comfortable, thinking about your style, flowing, and relaxed, but still pushing on. So you won't be able to hold a discussion.
So almost like doing a park run, but
yeah,
in the middle of your kind of 40-minute run at lunchtime.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Say there's all sorts of combinations, hill workouts, and with this it's got to be flat and hills because it's got both in it. Your legs have got to be accustomed to running on the road because and certainly today with it being dry, it was dusty really, so you didn't have any soft muddy ground to contend with. It was all pretty hard surfaces, and the route now, it's got a lot more paving stones, and in fact I reckoned this 3 weeks ago at Pennygent, and Pennygent had changed. There was more steps done at Pennygent. I was like, oh, these were here 3 weeks ago. so yeah, but it's a great race. The atmosphere is really good. There's loads of support out there, and it's just a good day out and a good race to do.
And what will you be doing to celebrate this magnificent victory?
I think we've got a do to go to tonight because it's someone's birthday, so we're off over there.
And how does it feel to bring the record back home?
Really good. As I say, it's been quite a few months in preparation, so I mean it's great that Anna's had it. Sarah Rowell had it before her. Obviously she's a Yorkshire girl. Well, she lives in Yorkshire now, so yeah, I feel very relieved and happy that it's back where it belongs.
Will you be back next year to defend your title, do you think?
Not thought about that really. I wouldn't say no.
And what's next on your race calendar? Where can we see you next?
To be honest, today was like the day that I wanted to do well, so I'll be looking ahead the next few months. Probably this was selection for the World Long Distance Champs in August, so most definitely that will be on the cards.
Fantastic. Well, wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations once
Thank
again.
you.
It's a fantastic trophy. Let's have a closer look at the trophy, and your name will go on there.
It will.